All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about how you can stretch an idea. Most ideas that we come up with are pretty good, okay? But sometimes what happens is you come up with a main idea, okay? Something that you think, oh, that's really good, all right? But then what it really needs to be done is you need to work it a little bit more, okay? Because just like practice, the more and more you practice, the better you get at it. The more and more you work with an idea, believe it or not, the better it's going to come, okay? Now, a lot of times when we get ideas, we go and we look for inspiration. We tend to look at other people's ideas. We go and kind of think about things that we've experienced, ideas we've seen on TV, things that we played with, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm in this video, okay, I'm going to show you ways that you can kind of push your ideas a little bit more to kind of try something different that you hadn't thought of to begin with, okay? So first thing I want to kind of do is different point of views, all right? So there's a couple different things that you can do to change a different point of view. One is an ant view, okay, ant view. All right, an ant view is basically looking at something from the bottom up, okay? So instead of us looking from the top down or straight forward, you would actually be looking from, let's see, an ant view. So if I was looking at a flower, all right, instead of it being, let's see, how do I put this? The bottom, okay, from the top down, we'd be looking upwards, all right? So up toward the sky. You also have something called bird view, okay? Basically where everything is from the bottom. So I know this is a horrible tree, okay? So we have trees, we have a roof of a house, all right? Everything from top to bottom. All right. Another thing you do is horizon. Low or high. Okay. Just by changing those horizons gives us a different point of view. Okay. A little bit more traditional to have it, yes, for our age range that you guys are at, right in the middle, but extend it. Color changes. All right. So this is pretty neat. Color changes don't have to be our traditional rainbow, use all the colors. You can do something that's called monochromatic. Monochromatic, okay? That is when you have everything all in the same color range, okay? Next one could be spot coloring. So spot coloring is where everything is pretty much all black and white and you have like one thing that's one color that makes everything just pop out, okay? Another one you can do is called analogous. Those are three colors next to each other, okay, colors, like neighbors, all right? So you have one color and then you have its neighbor, all right? Now those are three good ways that you can change up something so it looks a little bit different, all right? Changing the mood. All right. A lot of times what people do is they'll think of something like happy and you're like, okay, general ideas, everything's happy. We look at all the artwork and you're like, oh, everything's just happy. Well, how about changing it so it's a little bit more like maybe secretive, okay? Maybe dreary, maybe overly excited. Change all the different moods, okay? You can, a mood could be sad. It could be calm, okay? Think of all the different ones. Sure, happy, okay? Serious, okay? Think of all the different moods that you can come up with. Do me a favor. I want you to come up with 4 more moods that you can, that it could be, all right? All right, now symbols. Symbols can be implied, or it can be like objects, okay? So for example, we could have like trying to think. Maybe, just maybe, something that is closed-minded. So let's say you're trying to do one view, okay, of something. Instead of having anything be open, everything's closed, okay? Or if you're trying to show sadness, all right? A symbol of sadness might be a petal, okay? And, you know, kind of like a petal and like that fell on the floor from a flower, okay? So something that's implied is like, oh, it's the last thing, okay? Like this just came off. We can imply that something bad happened, okay? Objects might be something that you hide in some place that represents something else, okay? So for example, if I drew a picture of maybe I like the flower idea, okay, of 5 leaves, okay, I might say, you know what? They represent the 5, you know, people in my family or something like that, okay? And I can do all different things. So that's how symbols are gonna work. Styles of art. All right. Now, believe it or not, although I teach you 3 main ones, realistic, okay, abstract, and non-objective, okay. Now, these 3 are actually in your workbook in the beginning, okay? So we have them in right here, all right? There are other ones, okay? Different designs on how you put your artwork out there. So if you check out the wall, okay, above the sinks, there are different ways that you could do. So there are pop art, there is impressionism, there is, I'm trying to think of other ones, optical illusions. All different ways that you can change up your style art. So let's say you want to do a landscape, but you want to push it a little bit more. Well, what about if you made it more pop arty? You know, bright colors and like solid shapes. That might be a way to go. Last but not least are your hidden text and words and designs, okay? So a lot of times when we have, when we're doing drawings, okay, sometimes what happens is, I'm gonna draw something real quick. I know it's not the best, okay? So hidden text and words and designs, okay? We can weave different words in. Now, a lot of times people just want to write, you know, like cut out magazines and put words in, and that would be absolutely fine. You can cut words out and they could actually get glued into your project, okay? Which is fine. Another way you can do it is you can like sneak it in by writing like nature, okay? Designs, not everything has to be flat. Like I could take this and I can put a design in here, okay? Where instead of it being flat, there could be hidden like designs, like Zentangles. Remember Zentangles? I may have mentioned it. You might have done, you know, one of the drawing labs on them. They are little doodles, okay? So it can be hidden. Like for example, I could take this all green and I can make this light green design, okay? So you can hide things into stuff to kind of imply, to kind of give more excitement to it, okay? So these are different ways that you can take your idea, instead of just saying, oh, well, I'm gonna draw, I don't know, a bowl of fruit. Well, how can I make it a little bit more exciting? How can I be making it more, a little different than somebody else, okay? I could change point of view, change colors, make the mood different. Instead of having, you know, fruit that is yummy, I can make it look like it's not so yummy, or it's gonna be cut up into a pie or something like that. Put some symbols in there, change the style of art, or even just hide in some different things in there, okay? All right, so that's all you need to know. You probably want to try this out using in your artwork. I would highly suggest it that you do. All right, and that's it.